I'm here at the oldest family-owned truss manufacturer. My question I want to ask is, how many trusses do you guys push out per year?
So we push out at this plant and Pennsylvania plant about 14 million board foot of lumber per year.
That sounds like a lot. In terms of the process, how does that all start?
From there, we're going to design it to the engineered spec as well as the codes per state, and put together a truss system that's going to work for our customer. So we've got a gambrel truss, an attic space in here to match up to what you guys have. This one in particular is a 2x10.
So we're a full paperless plant, and that tablet tells them exactly what to get, how many to get, what grade, what species. So this is the next piece of this process right here. So this is where we cut all the pieces for the specific trusses. So every piece is cut custom. We have this right here that has 5 different saw blades on it. And that's just so we can cut just about any piece possible for these trusses. Just feeding the pieces right through. Well, that's coming out fast and furious. Huh? It is. That's all the lumber coming off the saws, all out on the floor. They can just grab those pieces and go. They don't have to be fumbling around with what they're getting. They know exactly where things are. And basically, it's all getting set up right now. And so we have these metal pucks right here and these blocks that go into specific locations so that when they're building it, they can just put that lumber right up to that location, not worry about every single truss. Every single one's going to be the same since it's coming out of this same exact jig, right? So when we're designing these trusses, we have different plates at each joint based on how strong that joint needs to be. They're just going to tack it in enough to hold the lumber together. The top and bottom plate, because you need the plate, not going to fully hammer it in. And reason being is we have a press that presses these plates in at 1,000 pounds per square inch. So that way we know that it is fully embedded. It's sunk into the wood to get the maximum engineered output from this plate. Now it's being ejected into the center section there, where it's going to truss outside.
Here's some information on how trusses are built and what they're used for. Did you know that trusses are used in towers, cranes, and even in parts of the International Space Station? Trusses are used for good reasons. They allow us to make strong structures that are efficient and cost-effective ways. So what exactly is a truss? A truss is a rigid structure made up of a collection of straight members. But that's not the complete definition. There are 2 important assumptions that we need to be able to make for a structure to be considered as a truss. First, we need to be able to assume that all joint connections can be pinned together by a pin connection, meaning that members are free to rotate at the joints. The members of a truss are often rigidly connected using what is known as a gusset plate. But if the center line of all the members that are joint intersect at the same point like it does here, it's reasonable to assume that the joints behave like a pin connection. The second assumption that we need to be able to make is that the loads are only applied at both ends of the joint of the truss. You would never have loads acting in the middle of a member. Since all of the joints are pinned, the members cannot carry bending moments. They will only be able to carry axial loads. So this simplifies the analysis of a truss significantly. Each of the members has to be in equilibrium. So the forces acting on each end of the member has to be equal and opposite. Each member is either in tension or compression. These assumptions is what differentiate a truss from a frame. If you found this video to be helpful, and if you're into DIY projects like myself and love to learn new information and knowledge on how you can become a better DIYer, hit the like button and subscribe for more DIY content. Drop a comment if you have experience working with trusses. But until then, I'll see you in the next one.